Hello everyone, I'm Oscar Gonzalez, the Executive Chef of the Fairmont San Francisco. I wanted to reach out to all of you during these difficult times that we're spending time at home with our loved ones and families. I want to make sure that all of you are safe. And every week I'll be putting together simple recipes with ingredients that you may already have at home. Today's recipe is going to be a spicy spaghetti arrabbiata. Arrabbiata sauce is an Italian tomato reduction with red pepper flakes and extra virgin olive oil. Today we will need spaghetti, fresh garlic, shallots, crushed red pepper flakes, canned tomatoes, and olive oil. The first step is to have hot boiling water in a pot. You'll season your water with some salt, making sure that your water is salty, almost like the ocean. Then you will let that simmer for about a minute. Once it simmers, we will then add the pasta. Once you add your pasta, you're gonna let that cook for about 8 minutes until it's al dente. Then it will finish to cook and soften once we add it to the sauce. So once your pasta is nice, it's all in the water, we'll now cover it and we'll let that cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. While your pasta is cooking, we'll start now the arrabbiata sauce. Take your olive oil and put that in a pan on medium heat. You take your fresh garlic. I like to slice the garlic, not crush it, so it doesn't lose its spiciness and pungency. Stays nice and pungent. You stretch your garlic so it starts to release all the oils. Once your garlic starts to get a little bit of color, very little color, not too much, we'll now add your shallots. And we'll let that cook until they are translucent. Making sure nothing is burnt. It's just nice and caramelized. At this point, we'll take our chili flakes. And depending how spicy you would like it, at this point, you add your chili flakes, depending how spicy you would like it. 1 or 2 teaspoons is more than enough. You sweat your chili flakes until it starts to release their oils. Your oil will now start to turn a little bit of color, a little red tint in it from the peppers itself. Just make sure. Now we'll add our crushed tomatoes. Get all those spices mixed in, the garlic, the chili flakes, can emulsify the oil. And at this point, we'll let this cook for 6 to 8 minutes on low, medium heat until it starts to release some water. The tomatoes will release a little bit of water and it'll become a little bit thinner because right now it's pretty thick. And then we'll go ahead and go from there to add our pasta. Before we start to plate, we need to make sure that our sauce is fully seasoned. So we'll add salt. Make sure that everything gets nice and seasoned. Now we begin to plate. Put down a little bit of the pasta. You give it a little twirl. Some tight. A little bit more. We'll take some fresh basil that I like to hand cut so that our knife doesn't bruise the basil leaves. Just a little bit on top, very nicely. We'll take some Parmesan cheese with the grater, and we'll finish our pasta. A little bit of cheese just to give it a little bit more flavor. There you go. Now you have here a pasta arrabbiata, fresh basil and Parmesan.